hello you, and hello you as well. Here he is. He's come to say hello. A bit like myself, a rarity. That's actually because I've been very, very busy. Busy, of course, I'm driving, and a bit of decorating, and a bit of gardening. That's about it, really. Oh dear. One of these days we'll have a holiday. Anyway, okay, yeah. As you can tell, this isn't the video about about the tower, but I will do it one day. Anyway, just a quick catch up. Let's just have a quick check on the Patreon numbers for our famous fat friend. Let's have a look. Quick update on this. The figures did go down a bit, and then he went up a wee bit, and he went down a bit.
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Oh, you don't want to hear that voice, do you? Christ almighty. Okay, so 538. So it's been 538 a few days, but at least it's going down. Anyway, a couple of newsworthy things have happened. Apparently, the organ grinder is paying a visit to our shores. He's leaving apparently Croatia and coming over to England, and has asked, he's not going to do a general meet and greet. I wonder why. I wonder maybe control who might turn up. But he asked if anybody meets him for a coffee or a chat. But other people have considered that maybe the reason for the trip is that coming to London maybe is that it's possible for him to initiate legal proceedings in this country, because I've said before, you need to be in probably the actual country where the person resides to be able to do whatever you need to do. It doesn't work from doing it from a different country. So somebody put up, as for the London trip, I think it is possible that he's seeing lawyers to initiate civil proceedings. It is my understanding that British law makes suing someone for defamation and libel a lot easier than in other countries. I believe that at least two parties he can use this against based on their residency, Mark and Cora Latham, and JW beliefs discussed. I think I know that YouTuber. There he is. There he is. There he is. Sue me. Don't sue me. Sue me or not sue me. That is the question. Anyway, and somebody replied, I was thinking this, but I didn't want to say anything publicly in case it gave Lloyd ideas. Oh, well, that's out the bag, because this particular thread, we already know that he does inhabit. Probably not as the organ grinder, but somebody else maybe comes on as Grateful T-Ball, but it's actually the big man himself. Anyway, he says, I was thinking this, but I didn't want to say anything publicly in case it gave Lloyd ideas. However, for JWBD, it sounds like some sort of ban, but it's not actually. It's obviously short for Jehovah's Witnesses Beliefs Discourse, i.e. as he him. And it says, as we've said before, truth is the best defence. He, that'd be me, not him, because of course he doesn't say anything goes. He hasn't mentioned anything Cedars didn't confirm this is true, and has gone out of his way to shut down anything connected with the Marco rumours, which is true, because as you know, because they were only rumours, I decided I couldn't even comment about them, because I you know, unless you hear from the horse's mouth yourself, I wasn't happy to comment about them. I'm still not happy to comment because I don't know if they're true or not. So let's just deal with the facts, and the facts we all know is what the big man himself has admitted and has gone on to reconfirm in that awful Andrew Gold interview he did about the old dating a sex worker. Yes, very good. That's a good one. It says, it goes on to say, obviously I'm out the game at that point, it says that Cora has said nothing as far as I know. That's Mark's wife. Mark had responded to Lloyd's legal threats and possibly made a video responding to Lloyd's live stream. I don't think Lloyd has a leg to stand on. What's a big fat leg to stand on? He's got two of them actually. As a leg to stand on when it comes to any of that. Nowhere now where he may have some legal recourse is it when it comes to the supposed Marco sexting messages. Mark Latham made a short video himself reporting the so-called 2017 Marco sexting messages to the police due to the claim that the other party was a minor. As far as I know, those messages were originally nothing to do with Mark Latham. The only reason he reported them is that he is a resident in the UK where the alleged incident took place. Aside from truth, another strong defence to defamation is opinion. As long as Mark believes those messages were Lloyd's his opinion, that Mark himself is not the author of these messages, and as long as he is not aware that they are fake, and has therefore maliciously reported them, he is protected in law. As far as I can tell, I'm no expert, Mark's friend Kim Brooks passed him what she claims proof of criminal act. As long as he did so in good faith, it's not unreasonable for Mark to report it. Whether he should have done so publicly is another matter, but I still don't believe it's defamation in the circumstances. So obviously that's on this public thread, so I'm not really reviewing anything which you can't read yourself, and which probably the big man himself has already digested. And somebody else has put, as far as I'm aware, defamation is falsely ruining one's reputation by claiming false accusations. Everything that has been said can be traced back to Lloyd himself. There is nothing anyone that said that can be proven to be untrue. Besides, if Lloyd does happen to go down the path of hiring a lawyer in the UK, I'm sure a class action lawsuit can be arranged as a counter to his pathetic attempt. Someone else just popped into mind, wouldn't legal proceedings expose everything he's been up to, like what he does with his Patreon donations and things like this? Would he want that type of exposure for the whole of the ex-JW world to see? So anyway, it rumbles on. So basically, all we know is that the big portly man himself is coming over to these shores. I don't think he's going to come and visit Scotland, but he's definitely going to England. Maybe he's coming over for the Jubilee celebrations, which is ironic because next week I will actually be in London. No, I'm not meeting him up for a coffee. I'd have words to say. I'd have words. So that is as far as the latest on Prosygate, Lloydgate, whatever you want to call it. That there's still nobody knows out of who the Magnificent Seven are. Nobody knows. Apparently you can pay to find out through whatever he's done or whatever his top legal team did a number of weeks ago. But I don't think anybody's revealed. If it had been revealed, nobody's told me anything about it. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, I've checked the thread and nobody's contacted me and said, oh, big man, you're actually getting sued by the even bigger man. So I've heard nothing yet. So unlike people just commented there, I've only kept to the facts. So I really think he hasn't got a big fat leg to stand on, to be honest with you. Another thing that happened recently is my son turned 23. He was born in 1999 and in May, and he has finally finished his extra education. Hopefully he's just secured a master's, and I just think how things would have turned out different if we'd remained in Jehovah's Witnesses. It was actually him being born was one of the reasons why I left, actually, because I was considering should I bring him up the way that I've been brought up, you know, no birthdays, no Christmas, that sort of thing, and not having the chances of further education or going you know, going for a career. So how things would have turned out different if we'd remained in the Witnesses. He wouldn't now have got his masters, because as we know with the Witnesses, it's all about the here and now, not the future, not planning for retirement or a pension, you know, important things like that, because of course Armageddon is literally just round the corner. It has been just round the corner as far as I can remember, so, you know, we're cracking on a bit now for that just round the corner. I think since I've been like 9, it's been just round the corner. So that's what, 16 July, so that's 51 years it's just been around the corner. It's a staggering length of time. So anyway, I just thought I'd just come back and say hello everybody, have you missed me? And yeah, there's something else happening. You know, one of the governing body members may have died, but I would have missed out on it because I've just been not keeping an eye on anything, to be honest with you. But hopefully if I can have a change in circumstances and not be being as busy as I have been recently, I can actually get back to doing a few more videos. Anyway, we shall wait and see who the Magnificent Seven really are. We shall wait and see if when the organ grinder does pop over to England, whether it is actually to instigate legal proceedings on the only people I think who were on the original 12 who actually come from England, which obviously is me and Mark and Corey. I think everybody else is scattered all over the globe, I believe, especially in America. So that's where we are with that one. Yeah, so I'll hopefully be back more sooner than later, but I said that last time, I left it a few weeks. So I hope everybody is well, and needless to say, just a quick update on the weather. It has been probably the worst May in Scotland that I can ever remember, apart from last May. But this May I think is worse than last May. It's been truly awful. You can count on maybe one hand where we've just had a wall-to-wall blue sky from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. It hasn't happened. It's been raining today again today. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, but it's been raining again on Friday. It's just crap. So anyway, apart from that, I hope everybody is well and in fine fettle. And so it's a goodbye from you. It's a goodbye to you, and it's a goodbye to me. Hopefully see you all soon. Bye bye and all the rest of it. Cheerio and wait for our coffee.